15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in this sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide. Conference supremacy in play. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short game. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, you know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Carr. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Wolverines moving quickly down the field here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Now it's 2nd down here. And he drops back in the gun. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Nice grab. It's Marshall.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to throw it on first down. As he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. We'll try to run it with the option. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, how about this one, Chris, for the option? Getting the wide receiver in on the option pitch. Fantastic read by the quarterback to know to give the ball up and let the shifty receiver do the rest to get it for a score. Well, the defense has got to be asking themselves, how many different guys is this guy able to...
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Makes the catch. It's Clark. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. He's got the 40. Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Carr. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Tailback with another carry. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Carr. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Breaks into open space. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Oh, that one's picked off. Heads out of bounds after the interception. Defense makes a huge play here in this close game.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Marsh. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion sets up a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Pulls it in. It's Marshall.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Scanning the field. It's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quick throw to the left. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let...
Looking to throw it deep. And it's incomplete. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Give it to the back again. Gets the first and still running. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The shotgun running play call. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Direct snap to the back. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Right down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Another handoff to him on second and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Good battle down near the goal line. Third down and goal from the 1. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Defense is coming after him. He's found some room at the 45. Slides to avoid the big hit. So Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receiver in motion now. On the run, it's Marshall. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here comes the bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Play fake, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Stewart. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to chuck it again. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offense. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds his man. It's Marshall. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Carr. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The sure hands. It's Marshall. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That was crucial, Kirk. Barring something crazy, that should be enough to secure a mild upset in this early season showdown game.
On paper, this looked like an upset, but they sure carried themselves out there tonight like they were favored. Still a long way to go, still can get better, but possibly this football team could make a run in the postseason. The tight end does everything right here on this drag route except catch the football. Did a nice job of bringing his defender with him, had a step or two on him, the ball's on him, and he just drops it.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. They stop him, but it's a 1st down, and that should be ball game.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. Touchdown, Michigan, as they put 6 more on the board.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect, and then went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.